हेलो अनन्या। हाय गरिमा।
All
हाउ
right,
इट
so
been?
parallelly, I would like to inform all of you that in demo session, you will be on mute, but in upcoming classes, you will be able to interact with the mentor freely, okay? So today, whatever you want to ask from us and we are asking from you, you have to communicate via chat box or you have to use your gestures, okay? Like if your mentor is asking something, you can show a thumbs up also for the same, right? All right, so type it in the chat box from which school and city you all are joining us.
Before that, Garima, please turn on your camera.
Yeah, correct, ma'am. Garma, we love to see our kids' face and we love to interact while looking each other.
Welcome, Christine.
All right, so Ananya is from Zeber School for Children, Ahmedabad. Great, good to know that. And what about Garima and Christine and Samiha? So all of you, please turn on your cameras. And if you can just inform us from which school and city you all three are joining us. All right, so I guess, ma'am, then you need to just rename with your son's name. Actually, I think we are calling Garima, so Garima, pretty sure, yeah. So my son is from LFS Jamshedpur. Great, good to know that. What about Christian and Samiha? Yeah, hi, sir. So you are on mute if you're talking to us. I guess. No, okay, fine. So I hope everybody is quite interested in science, right? So just mention in the chat box which is your favorite topic. Along with that, I want to know, you get to know from this demo via mail or WhatsApp. So if you got to know via email, then write M in the chat box, or if via WhatsApp, then write W in the chat box. All right, Samiha's parents want to talk to us. Yes, sir, I have unmuted you. Please speak.
Hi, Samia. I'm Samia's father,
Yeah,
and
hi.
Samia is in Abu Dhabi, and she's going for grade 5.
All right,
And, yeah, she's going for Maryland International School, Cambridge syllabus, actually, not Indian syllabus.
all
Uh,
right,
I will share with you the topics which she has, and
sure.
if you think it is covering under grade 5, we will be willing to join. We already joined the Max class, which is very helpful for us.
All right, sir.
You
So
have
we are enrolled for science also?
Yeah, we want to do it, but you have a look about how much, how much it will cover in the Cambridge, but I know it is
No.
Indian syllabus.
Then what I can suggest you, sir, for the same, we have our sport team for the same, right? So I'll be going to provide a number in the chat box. So you can communicate this, all the like papers and everything over there to that number, and you can talk to Mr. Bishwajit. So he'll be going to communicate with you and he'll be going to guide you for the same, right?
Okay, no
Yeah,
worries.
because as this is a demo and this will be common for all of you. So
Yeah,
if for particular curriculum, you can contact on our sport number, sir,
no,
right?
but
Can I add on here if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah, regarding, I think her name
Samiha.
Samiha, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have been seeing the IB curriculum for fifth standard also, and I have been also taking the Olympiad classes. It basically covers everything.
okay, good.
Yeah, because I have kind of done it because there were kids earlier who were from the IB board, and they have been doing the classes, and it, by large covers all the portions what are there in your IB classes.
Oh, perfect. Then we will continue with this. No need to ask. So yeah, we will go ahead and subscribe, and we will go ahead and take the sessions. Thank
Great,
you.
perfectly fine.
Thank you,
All
ma'am.
right, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So where we were kids, Kristen is from DPS W Band. Okay. And Garima is still on mute with camera off. So good to see Samiha. Hi, Samiha. All right, Megha ma'am, can we have a chat links?
Sure, ma'am.
So meanwhile, ma'am is pasting a chat links in the chat box. I would like to inform you flow of the session. As I already mentioned that you all will be on mute in demo class, but in upcoming session, you will be able to interact with the mentor freely, right? By unmuting yourself. So after this, you'll be going to get to know certain links related to your course. Then you'll be going to meet your mentor. She's already here with us. I hope you all have heard her voice, obviously. And then you'll be going to know related to your course in detail through a PPT. All right, along with the dashboard tour, that how you can have access of your material and everything. So over to you, Megha ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So kids, as you can see, the first link is all about syllabus links. So to know more about your syllabus, you have to click on this particular link. Payment can be made by this clicking on this particular link. So if you're not enrolling for this batch now, just click on this link, make payment and enroll for this batch quickly. You can share your feedback by this click on this particular link. All the batch details are having this clicking on this particular link. In case of the further queries, you can email us at support@olympiadsuccess.com or drop us a WhatsApp on these two particular numbers. So if you find any internet glitch while having this demo, we are just going live on Facebook. You just have to just click on this particular link and you just this demo. So this is all about chat links. I hope I'm clear to everyone. Show me thumbs up like this. Okay, great. Over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So oh my goodness, so many thumbs up, Samiha. Virtual thumbs up. All right. So I'll not take much time. Your mentor is already here with us. You have already heard her. And she's a wonderful mentor. Her classes are very interactive, engaging, and she love to interact kids like you because in demo also, I'm pretty sure she'll be going to unmute each and every child. So I know that. Yeah. So that's the reason her classes are very interactive and engaging. So all of it to Ishma, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. Hi, kids. Okay. Pooja ma'am kind of knows me really well now. She knows it's like very boring for me to just keep talking and my children just keep hearing. I also love to even hear from the kids. And I love to see a broad, big smile on the kids, which I can half already see. I can see Samiha's and Anaya's. Kind of, I can see Christine's, but where is Garima? Okay. Right. I hope I can see her fast. I mean, I don't know whether it's a her or I think it's a son of Garima. All right. Nevertheless, kids, now before I start off, let me just give you a brief introduction of myself. I'm Dr. Ushma. I'm professionally a doctor, but I just love, like what Pooja ma'am said, I love interacting and talking to kids and teaching them new concepts of science. Okay. So you're not in a very, very strict class. Yes, it becomes strict when I'm taking, serious science concepts. But my main aim is to get science concepts clear for all of you. And I'm sure all of you have joined here not only for conceptual learning, but also to ace your Olympiad exams. Okay. So I just hope all of you know what are the Olympiad exams. They are the CREST Olympiads, the NSO Olympiads, the Silver Zone Olympiads, which I'm sure all of you must be already aware of. Okay. So it's important in exams like this that we are first very clear with our concepts of science. Second, we also in our classes give you ample amount of tests. That's okay. I got that, Garima ma'am. I understand that. I understand. That's perfectly okay. I think Pooja ma'am, I think her.
Yeah, I have admitted. Yeah,
okay.
Darsh
Yes,
is here now with us.
Perfect. All right. Okay. So coming back to what I was saying, that my main motive is that any exam, there are two aspects which is very important. One, you should know your concepts really well, which is what we will be doing in the concept building classes. And once your concepts are right, you need to know how to apply those concepts in a certain question. Right. So equally, test practice, exam practice, previous year paper practice is done in our classes so that you people don't panic before a paper and you know how to apply your knowledge in the paper. Okay. So this is a brief about how the class is going to be, taken. And if you want to know more about me, you are very free to ask me questions once Pooja ma'am finishes her, demonstration. Okay. So I think this was good enough for you people to understand what is going to be done in class in a very brief manner. Pooja ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So Megha ma'am, can we have a PPT on the screen, please?
Sure, ma'am. Slowly in the middle.
So Darsh, meanwhile, if you can just start your video, we would love to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Yes, Megha ma'am, please continue.
My screen is visible now?
Absolutely, ma'am. It is visible.
All right.
Your volume is coming little low. Can you please bring your mic? Yeah, near to your mouth. Yeah.
Now it's okay?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Okay. All right. So I welcome you all on the Olympiad Success platform. So this is a demo interaction program for grade 5. The subject is science. So Olympiad Success is the largest India's online preparation platform for Olympiad examination. We are the India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation, one of its kind, that yearly program that includes the course matters. 8 courses we have: School Plus program having mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, Vedic maths, and coding. What else we provide? We provide one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes for grade 2 to grade 12. One-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiads, like SESMO, CMO, HKMO, TMO, Maths Counts, US Common, Maths Kangaroo, and PRMO. So you can see our rank holders. These are the kids like you only. So if you want that your picture should be here, then what you are doing? Just extra 2 hours curriculum from regular activities. So group session with 20 students delivered through Zoom by tutors, significant teaching experience. We have 3 sessions per week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 5 to 6:15 with 5 minutes of breaks. This session includes a mix of theory, practice question, doubt sessions, and discussions on previous year papers. You will get reading material and practice question available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. You'll get free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice topic-wise mock test for both maths and reasoning, having 10 to 15% of this question. Subject is available on this particular link. The fee of this course is rupees 8,532. It is a 36-session course, and payment can be made by using this on particular link. The fees includes online class, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year papers, and access of Olympiad Success platform. What you'll require: a laptop or desktop with good internet speeds, a laptop or desktop with camera with better audio picture quality, and headphones of better audio clarity. And the live classes will be started from 24th of August 2024, which is on Saturday. So in 2023-24, Olympiad Success has students more than 5,000 schools across India and abroad. So this is all about informative PPT. I hope I'm clear to everyone. So over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So let me share my screen with you all. So as you can see, there are 36 classes in this batch, which Megha ma'am has shown you the PPT, right? So the reason being, this is an accelerated batch, so it will be going to go very quick, right? Yes, so now I'll be taking to the dashboard wherein you can have access of your material. So what you have to do, students, you have to just enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com and you'll get this page on your screen. After this, you have to just enter user details. These are those details the moment you will subscribe for any particular batch. So enter user details, log in. The moment you will log in, you will get your personal details on your screen. Check your details. In case you find any error, rectify it over there and click on update button for the updation. If these are fine, then absolutely correct. No need to any changes. Click on live classes for your material. You have to select your subject and topic. And here you can see each and everything there. Each and everything is here for you in a systematic manner. So schedule will give the clarity that in which session you're going to go with specific topic, in which session you're going to go with test discussion round. There is a holiday calendar for your reference, reading material, question papers, and answer keys. So in schedule, you can see there are test discussion. So that will be there for after every completion of chapter. So in the last, there are super classes. In super classes, there will be more practice for you in which you're going to cover previous year papers. Right? So there are super classes for you. So holiday calendar that you can plan your days accordingly. Here is the reading material. So there are 4 sets. I'll be going to show you one for your reference. So each and every PDF you can see it's downloadable. You have to just click it here on the top and you can download the particular PDF. So this is here for your reference. So you can see each and every topic is crafted for you in detail along with the pictures that should stay interactive, right? Yes. Okay. So I'll be showing you the question paper now. So here is set 1. So I recommend you to just download the paper, take out the printout, solve it, and then check with your answer keys. So the best part of our platform is the moment you will do any of the paper or practice, you'll get your answer keys parallelly, that you will get to know that how much do you know about this particular chapter. Right? So here are the answer keys for you. So there is one more practice area for you, that is a worksheet. Click over here, select your subject, and you can practice more worksheets. So there is abundance of practice for you. Click on Take Exam, you'll get your instructions on the screen, read it. Click on this button, Start Worksheet. And you can see there are so many questions, right? So the moment you are done with question 1, make sure that you read each and every question carefully, solve it, and then move ahead. In case you're done with your question 1, then you have to move on. Question 2, click on next button. So let's say I have doubt in second question. I'm not sure with my answer. So what I can do over here is I have an option to select and mark for review. Means whenever I'm going to submit my worksheet, once I'm done all my questions, I'll be going to submit my worksheet. I can review this question once again rather than submitting a wrong answer. Okay. So I'll be going to select this answer for select and mark for review. So now it has gone in that area. You can see it is coming in red color now. So it will not be submitted before I'll check this answer. So let's say I've done with my question 3, I'll be going to move ahead. In this way, you have to attempt all the questions. Once you're done with all your questions, you have to just check that question which you have marked for review. So let's say I'm clear with my answer. Now I want to solve it and I'll submit my worksheet. Click, submit your worksheet. And the best part again, you can see your performance for the same again. So you can click over here in the performance button and you can see your performance, how you have attempted the worksheet. So click on this view button. I've attempted 3 questions, wherein 2 are correct, 1 is wrong, right? So this shows you that you can have access of your paper, that how you have solved parallelly rather than waiting for so long. Okay. So that's all about dashboard and your course PPT. So if anybody is having any doubt and queries related to the course, please drop it in the chat box. We'll be happy to answer all your queries. If no doubt, then definitely I have one tricky question for you to check whether you were attempted your PPT or not, and then we'll be going to move ahead with your demo. Show me thumbs up if nobody is having any doubt. Great, good to know that. All right, so what are your class days and timings? Quickly type it in the chat box, and then I'll be going to hand over to your mentor and I'll take an exit. I'll not be involved in the same. Yes. Because I want you to enjoy the demo and I'm pretty sure you'll be going to have a good productive time for the same. Okay. And Ananya is absolutely correct. It's not 6, it's 5 p.m. till 6:15 p.m. Our sessions are of 75 minutes with 5 minutes of break. Okay, Samiha, it's 5 to 6:15 p.m. All right. So what are your class days? It's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay. So class days will be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And yes, I think we are good to go. So all over to Ishma, I'm just unmuting them. So you can ask them to unmute.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. They are good to go. They can unmute now.
Ma'am, you're in unmute.
Hello, I'm sorry. Could you hear me, children, what I was talking? I
Yes,
think I was muted. All right. Okay. So before we start with our demo, let me just interact with you. Garima, is that Daksh or is it Garima? Can you please switch on your video? Okay. Fine. So children, what do you basically enjoy in science the most? Let me go from Ananya, sorry.
ma'am, I honestly enjoy everything in science because it's my favorite subject, of course.
Lovely. Very nice. Okay. What about you, Samiha?
Yes, I enjoy science and it's my favorite subject because it's very interesting. It's like teaching about animals and habitats.
Okay, so you like animals. All right. Ananya, just pick up one topic and tell me what do you love studying? One If I have to just close your eyes and say, just this thing really, interests me the most. So tell me that, okay? Till I go to Christine.
Astrology.
Astrology ki astronomy?
Astronomy, sorry.
Astronomy. You know what's astrology? Looking at your hand and checking your future and your planets and all that. That's astrology.
Yes.
Astronomy is the science behind it. Okay. Astrology is totally different. That's like prediction of futures. Okay. You like that, but that's science too. If you like that, that is perfectly okay. Christine, you?
Ma'am, like a topic in science, right?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Ma'am, it's like a topic in science, right?
Topic in?
Science.
Yes. I just want to know, what do you want enjoy?
I enjoy everything, but my favorite would be solid, liquid, and gases.
That's matter. All right. Dhruv or Daksh or Garima, what about you? If you're not able to unmute, I would really appreciate that you could type in the chat. I would really want to know. Okay, that's space and solar system too. Got that. All right. Okay. So today, as it's a demo class, we will just be doing about something. Okay, let's play a small quiz. Okay. Why don't you people guess what I'm going to be taking a demo on? Okay. Right. It is something to do with what Christine told me. She said she likes about solid, liquid, and gases. And in that, I'm telling you, it is that kind of matter which you cannot see or cannot hear. Okay, you may hear, but you can't see. That would be anybody. Go ahead. Yes,
Ma'am,
Christine.
Ma'am, air.
Air. Okay. So can we play a quiz before I start? Maybe you people know more than I. So it would be boring to just see the PPT, right? Maybe you will teach me more than I can teach you. Hai na? All right. Chalo. Okay. It's going to be like the fastest finger first kind of thing. Okay. Here you can't press anything, but you can just raise your hands. Okay. The first person who raises your hand, virtual or otherwise, okay, we'll get to come to the answer. All right. Okay, so what exactly comes to your mind when I say the word atmosphere? Ananya.
atmosphere is the blanket of air around the Earth's.
Okay. Samiha, do you want to add on?
No, ma'am.
That's it? Okay. Christine, do you want to add on? So it's a blanket of air. Okay, got that. Okay. What I generally do in my class is I put up this kind of a board, okay, on which we generally have this, and then I will be showing you the PPT presentation. But this is how we generally start off with class, okay? A small, a quiz kind of thing so that you don't get bored in the class. Okay. Right. Yes, Pooja ma'am. So this is going to be air. And now quickly, we said atmosphere. We're going to take a 2 minutes game on this and then we will go to the PPT presentation. All right. Okay. So that's what she said. Christine, do you want to put on something on air here? Do you want to add on? Can I say gases here? Yes. Okay. Can I say air is matter which can't be seen, or maybe I would just put it as seen because we can smell it now because of the pollutants and we can feel it now when when there is a breeze, right? Okay. Right. And you can also feel it when it is hot and cold. Okay. Right. Yes, Christine, you want to add on?
Not seen or touched.
Yes. Okay. You can. Yes. And touched. All right. Okay. And air. If I talk about atmospheres, there are different layers of the atmosphere, and each layer of the atmosphere has a different, function and a different property that we will do when we do layers of atmosphere. Samiha, do you want to add on something here?
I'm thinking, ma'am.
Thinking. All right, fine. Keep thinking. I'll wait for you. All right. Anybody else?
Can I order?
Yes, Ananya.
Ma'am, can we see that fan occupies space?
Excellent. Okay, the properties that air has weight, air has volume, air has different properties which we are going to be discussing. Maybe if time permits, we will just see a few activities or experiments that prove that air has different properties. Okay, so this is how we generally are going to be starting off with every class. And now we'll go back and okay, just a minute. We will just see the presentation. Can all of you see it? Okay, so you people will feel so great. Oh God, okay, what just happened? Just a minute. Okay, so this is something which, so before we start knowing something new, there is always something that you already know, and you will realize that there are so many things that you already know, right? Okay, so coming to the first thing, what are the properties of air? Samiha, why don't you read it and tell me? Why don't you read aloud? You can read the PPT and tell me. Samiha, air takes up space. Okay, what does this mean?
Means like balloon inflates. Like when we blow the balloon, it inflates.
Correct. So this is like air, like what Christine had said, that air is matter, right? And all of you know what is matter? Matter is anything which occupies space and has weight. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So anything which has space and has weight is matter. Air is matter. So obviously air takes up space. Okay, and the second thing is air has mass, right? So air has mass, meaning air has a certain weight. Air is tasteless and odorless, though polluted air is not odorless. You know, when you're going close to a garbage bin, it stinks a lot, right? Because there is pollution around it. Okay, so yes, here we could like maybe put it and say that it's pure air, which is tasteless and odorless, right? Then air is affected by heat. Okay, what does this mean? Can somebody highlight this and tell me, what do you mean by air is affected by heat? Can you tell me, Ananya?
Ma'am, it means that air is affected by heat is when heat, there's a lot of heat, the air can expand in it. So, for
Right.
example, if there's a ball and
Yes.
if there's too much heat, so it can expand and burst.
Exactly. So this means that when heat is given to a object, then or rather to air. Okay, when heat is given to air, then the hot air is going to expand and the cold air is going to contract. So this is what we understand about heat having an effect on air, right? Now the other point is air exerts pressure. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's okay now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, cool, right. Okay, so have you ever noticed, take a a plastic bottle, maybe you people can try doing this at home. Okay, so take a plastic bottle, a thin plastic bottle, and put it in a tub of hot water and keep heating the water from down. Okay, so what you could do is ask mama to switch on the stove for you, take a pan, put water in that and start heating it. Okay, and keep your bottle, your plastic bottle in that pan where there is hot water. Okay, after some time you will see that that shape of the bottle keeps changing. Okay, have you ever done this? Have you seen this happening?
Yes, maybe I saw it in the video.
All right, but have you done it?
No.
Samiha, you'll do it today. Okay. So science,
Ma'am, I'm
it's
sorry.
you've done it, right? Ananya, have you seen how the size of the bottle kind of changes and the shape of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
bottle changes?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly, right. So this is because air exerts pressure. Okay, so this is we will be understanding what is pressure later. Okay, and from that experiment, Christine, we also kind of understand that air can be compressed, right? Who uses a perfume bottle at home? Anybody uses a perfume bottle?
Miss my father.
Sometimes.
Yes. Okay. So what do? You press that thing, no? That nozzle from top, and there is something which oozes out. Do you actually know what is filled up in that bottle? It is compressed air with fluid, with liquid also. Okay. Has anybody used the oxygen cylinders, or do you know what are oxygen cylinders? You must have seen that during the COVID times.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I know what are oxygen cylinders, but I've only seen those in the news and all. I've never
Yes,
seen.
exactly. Right, right. Okay, so you know what basically they are. It's like it's a small, it's a jar or a bottle or a can which has more than around 50 to 60 liters of oxygen that is compressed in that. Okay, so that can might not be more than 10 liters or 5 liters or something, but there is so much of oxygen put in it, and that tells us that air can be compressed and put in that small chamber. Okay, it's like a youth sari of yours, which can be folded and be placed in your closet. Air also can be compressed like that and be put in a small, chamber or a small box, because air we know can be compressed. The best example for this is a syringe. Have you ever used a syringe at home? That one with a plunger?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. So have you tried doing that? When you push that plunger, you can see that the air, and if you kind of, press that nozzle from the end, you can still push the plunger, because air can get compressed to a certain time, and after that you can't. Have you
Yes, ma'am.
tried doing this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. I did that.
Right. Samiha, is this what you're also learning in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. All right. Okay. So this tells us that air can be compressed. Okay. Now, do you know what happens to you when you go up the mountains? Yeah.
Ma'am,
Tell me,
it is
tell me, tell me.
colder
All of you will
colder.
tell, each one of you. Let's go from the behind now. Okay. So this time we'll go from Samiha.
Miss,
Samiha, tell me, what
Miss,
happens when you go up?
Miss, when you go up in the mountain, more and more oxygen will go.
So you start feeling a little breathless. So more and more oxygen goes. So that tells you that air is getting thinner.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Now, what happens to you exactly when you go deep down, Christine? Has Garima joined in? I can't see. Is there a fourth participant? I think she was trying to join. I'm not sure whether she has. Okay, doesn't matter. Right. Uh, okay. Yes, Christine, can you tell me?
Ma'am,
Christine,
what?
can you tell me what happens to you when you go deep down in the seas or the oceans?
The oxygen level decreases.
That also it decreases, and you also start feeling suffocated, right? Okay. So can you tell me what happens to the pressure, Ananya, as you go higher up?
Ma'am, we as we go more higher and higher, can say that we get more air and all than how much we get deep down.
It's the other way around, like what Samiha said. As you go higher and higher, the air becomes thinner. Okay, the atmosphere becomes thinner because your gravitational pull gets lower, right? So
Yes,
there
ma'am.
the airs are more sparse and they
It
move
becomes
away.
more thinner because of
Yeah,
altitude.
because of
Altitude.
Altitude.
I can't hear her much. Okay, so as you go higher up, your air becomes thinner, and as you go deeper down, your air gets thicker. Okay, and what is the air basically made up of? Let's go to that. What's air basically made up of? Okay, air is 78, it's like a mixture of gases. So it's like a basket full of different kinds of balls. Okay. So we take blue balls and we take 78%. So if it's 78%, so I would say it's more like a 3/4, more than 3/4 of that whole bag is filled with nitrogen. Okay. And 21%, that's like quarter of it. Okay. Less than a little quarter of it is oxygen. Okay. So you are going to compare this to a big bag of different colored balls, where 3/4 of your balls are maybe blue in color, and I would call that nitrogen. Less than quarter of that is going to be oxygen, which is green colored balls. The rest of them are the other gases. Okay. Of which carbon dioxide is 0.04% now. Now, children, this is kind of important for you to understand, because earlier carbon dioxide was lower. It was around 0.3%. Okay. Your books give you carbon dioxide content as 0.3%, but now, why do you think the carbon dioxide content has gone up to 0.04%? Any idea?
Because there is less pollution.
Exactly, because pollution has increased. Okay, the amount of carbon dioxide now present naturally in the air is much more than what it was earlier. It's now 0.04%. Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay, and there are other gases. Do you people, have you heard about what are the neon lights?
No.
You go out, you stay in UAE, right? Where do you stay, Samiha?
Miss, I stay in UAE.
Sorry, UAE, right, correct. So in that, during Christmas or during Eid or something, aren't there decorative lights which you see outside? The fluorescent color, green, yellow, blue. Kabhi dekha hai?
Mom,
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
seen
Yeah, tell me.
in some logos they put in the
Yes,
night there are neon lights.
correct, exactly. So do you even know what those neon lights are, Christine?
No.
No? All right. You know what they actually do? All these decorative lights. Samiha, now do you know what a neon light I'm talking about?
Miss, in the nighttime you put those decorative lights, that one?
No, not those. I mean, you've seen those billboards, those shops that have different kind of hoardings, which could be green in color, yellow in color, blue in color, fluorescent colored lights. You've seen that?
Miss, I don't know. I didn't see
The
those.
next time when you go out, okay, try looking out for these kind of glow lights. Okay, they are the glow lights. Okay, so they basically, all these glow lights basically have gases in them. Okay, when electricity passes through them, these gases light up in different colors. They are what are neon lights. Okay, anybody heard about the northern lights? Northern and the southern lights in nature. When you go
Yes,
to
ma'am.
Netherlands, yeah. Okay, do you know what basically they are? There are gases in the air, and these neons and argons and all of them, when sunlight falls on them, they emit. I'll show you a beautiful video on that. Okay, about when we're going to be doing layers of atmosphere, I will show you that. Okay, and these lights, when they get these gases, when they are struck by sunlight, the rays of the sun, they start emitting beautiful colors. And this is a natural phenomena in nature, which is called as the northern lights. Yes, Samiha?
Miss, and maybe I have saw them in Google because when in the mountains at night
Ah,
it will glow.
yes, exactly. Correct. Okay. So they are what are the northern lights. Okay. They are basically seen near the North Pole and the South Pole only. Okay. So now let's go to understand the most important thing that you people will have during your exams is to understand what is the atmosphere. Okay, like what Ananya wonderfully told us, that the atmosphere is a blanket of air around us. And just imagine if you did not have a blanket, Samiha, what would happen to you?
Miss, I would get a little bit cold.
Yes, okay. So what do you think would happen, Christine, to Earth if there was no atmosphere?
The sun would heat it up.
The sun would heat it up? Do you think so?
The rays
Okay.
of the sun would be too powerful.
Okay, now, or yes, that's one thing. And now think, bacha, that if you did not have a blanket, what would happen to you? What would happen to you if you did not have a blanket?
Ma'am, I would feel very cold.
Correct. So though there was a lot of sunlight falling on you, after some time you would all feel cold because you would lose that heat also, right? So basically, what does atmosphere do? Atmosphere not only protects you from the extreme violent sun rays or the UV rays. That's one thing, like what Christine beautifully said, that yes, it protects you from the wrong kind of radiations, but at the same time it also keeps some kind of sunlight or the heat onto earth and keeps it warm. If the atmosphere was not there, there would have been extremes, like what happens in moon. There are extremes of temperature. Okay, at one end you would feel extremely hot, the day temperatures are very very hot, and the night temperatures are very very cold. Okay. So this is what happens during if the atmosphere was not there, the organisms would not survive, the oxygen would not be present on the earth. A atmosphere has the mixture of gases, so oxygen would not be there. You would feel extremely cold and extremely hot. Okay, you'd have had extremes of temperature. That steady temperature that you have right now is because of the presence of atmosphere. Okay, so what does atmosphere do? It provides the good and the necessary gases for life. It is the one which maintains the temperature of the earth. And the third thing, have you heard about what are meteors?
Uh,
Do you
yes,
know what
ma'am.
are meteors? Yeah, what are meteors?
Ma'am, they are these rocks with fire which pass. I don't really
So
know how to
basically,
explain it.
it is like they are huge, big rocks falling from space onto Earth. Okay, but when these are on passing through the atmosphere protects our earth and prevents these meteors from coming and landing up. So just imagine, there are, even today, even right now when you people are sitting here, there are thousands and millions of meteors that are falling on your head. Okay, but are any of you falling actually on your head? They aren't. Why? Because they get burnt in the atmosphere. Okay, only the extremely huge one escape the atmospheric burning and they fall down. Okay, right, they have very rarely fallen. It's been years before that these meteors had actually fallen down and created craters on earth. There presently there are lakes. Okay, so today after class I'm giving you a small thing. Try to find out, where did meteors ever fall on earth before and what has it turned into now? Okay, right, this is very interesting. You can do that later. Okay, so these meteors get burnt in the thing. And have you heard about what are shooting stars? These are nothing but burning meteors. Okay, so it looks like the meteor themselves do not have fire in them. They are actually the comets that have fire in them. Okay, but the meteor, because they start burning in the atmosphere, it looks like a shooting star. Okay, so the atmosphere also protects you from those meteors. Okay, so this is the basic. Yes, Ananya, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the earth is a bit tilted because I think my science teacher had told me this, that
Hmm.
there was one meteor that crashed into earth, making it a bit tilted.
Okay, that was more for Uranus, as I know, but maybe it could have happened the same thing with the Earth. It's possible. It's very
Yes,
much
ma'am.
possible.
My
Why?
science teacher had told me.
Actually, it is not the Earth which is tilted, beta. It is the axis of the Earth that's tilted. And I don't
Yes.
think that is more. I mean, what has caused that? The tilt is more for the planet Uranus.
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
because Uranus is upside down.
Yeah, Uranus is totally upside down. It's actually rolling.
Excuse me.
Okay. Exactly, right. Okay. So yes, Samiha. Yes, beta.
Miss, so what is the difference between meteors and comets?
Comets are the ones that are coming from the outer past. If that's when we're going to be doing astronomy, we will know that there is something called as a Cupier's belt, which is something which is beyond the planet Neptune. Okay, so the comets start coming from there, and they are nothing but balls of ice and dust. They don't have rocks in it, whereas meteors are completely made up of rocks. Okay, and these comets are the ones that revolve around the sun, but they cross through the orbits of each planet. Okay, they cross through that and they rotate and they revolve, and when they come close to the sun, they start having a long tail of clouds. Okay, whereas meteors are rocks. That's the biggest difference. Comets are ice, whereas meteors are rocks.
So you mean
Okay.
comets are ice and meteors are
Rocks. Yes. Got
Okay.
that?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, these are the different layers of the atmosphere. Okay. You know what? There is, you people can take a screenshot of that. But I'll show you the easiest way to learn it. Okay. Okay. Can you just read this up and learn it? And let me see how quickly can you learn it. Have you learned it?
No, ma'am.
Not easy. Now, I'll teach you a simple way to learn this. Okay. 5 fingers. Do all of you understand Hindi? Do all of you understand Hindi? Ananya and Christine, do you
Yes,
understand Hindi? All right.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
the coolest way. Okay. आप सर पे क्या पहनते हो? A Hindi word. आप सर पे क्या पहनते हो?
टोपी.
Exactly. Okay. Earth के सर पे क्या है? Troposphere. So that's the first layer. Troposphere. Okay. How do you learn that? आप सर पे टोपी पहनते हैं, तो अर्थ सर पे क्या पहनता है? ट्रोपोस्फेयर. समझे? Okay, so you already learned the first layer. What's the first layer?
Troposphere.
It's not toposphere, okay? It's troposphere, but that's the way to learn it. Okay, fine, easy, right? Now give me one English word when I say I want to run away, or in the theater there's an entry door and a dash door.
Exit.
Exactly. Okay, so the last layer here is the exosphere. Okay, तो thumb हुआ exo, बंद करो. Your finger हुआ tropo, बंद करो. How many 3 more layers to learn? Okay, Ananya, give me an word which says you are in between. It starts with M. You are in the
Middle.
Middle.
this is the mesosphere. The middle layer is the mesosphere. समझे?
Yes.
समझे? Okay, so put this middle finger down. अभी कितने layers बाकी? 2.
Go.
Okay, now what did I tell you? Our atmosphere helps you to burn out the meteors, right? So when you're burning out, it becomes very hot.
Yes.
Okay, what is that instrument that you use to detect temperature? बुखार आता है तो क्या यूज करते हो?
Temperature.
हाँ, thermometer ना?
Thermometer.
There's a thermosphere.
Thermos.
Okay, now this one last thing you have to learn. It's the stratosphere. Okay, एक याद रह जाएगा ना? Strato.
Ma'am,
Now come on, all of you tell me the 5 layers. Damn easy.
strategy with stratosphere.
Sorry,
Strategy.
strategy. Ah, you need a strategy to learn stratosphere. Oh wow, Ananya, great. You become a better teacher than me. Great. Okay, so 5. Come on, let's see. Who's going to tell me? Christine, start with you. The first. We go to all the 3 of you. Okay, the first. Come on. तू नहीं बोला था ना टोपी?
Troposphere.
Tell me the last. You want to run away. So you want to?
Exit.
So it's going to be the atmosphere. So put that sphere in everything. Okay, the last word is always going to be sphere. Okay, so troposphere, the last will be a
Exosphere.
bang on. Okay, the middle one will be
Uh,
meso.
Mesosphere.
Mesosphere. You use a dash. You'd given me the word for this. You use what to check temperature?
Thermometer.
So this is going to be a third.
Atmosphere.
That's it. And what did Ananya say? You need dash to learn this.
Strategy.
That's it. So you need that's a
Stratosphere.
stratosphere. There, bang on. Come on, Samiha. Now you tell me.
Miss, the first one, it's troposphere.
Right?
Last one is exosphere.
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 The middle.
The middle is mesosphere.
Mismone, beta. Miso.
Mesosphere.
Very good.
And then the
Yes.
stratosphere.
Excellent. And the
Troposphere.
where it's hot. Thermosphere.
Thermosphere.
That's it. See, you people already learned the 5 years. Come on, Ananya.
Yes, ma'am. The first one is troposphere. The last one is exosphere. The middle one is mesosphere. Then the next one is thermosphere, and the one is stratosphere.
There. See, you people have already aced it. You people know the 5 layers of the atmosphere. You completed with the topic of air totally. Okay. Now I'll show you this wonderful video that will tell you what happens in each of them. Okay. So what you need to know is not only the names of the layers of the atmosphere, you also need to know what happens in each of the layers. Okay. Any idea what do you think happens in each of the layers? Gross idea? Yeah, come on, Samiha.
Miss, I know what the middle one.
That's okay. You don't know the middle one. You asking me about
No, I'm telling, I can tell the mesosphere.
rest of them? Perfect. Go ahead. Tell me.
The mesosphere actually does when the meteors come, they burn it.
Yes. Okay. So that's what happens in the thermosphere and the mesosphere. Perfect. Anything else?
That's all I know.
Ma'am,
That's all. Yes, Ananya.
stratosphere has the ozone layer.
Very good. Yes, it has the ozone layer. What does the ozone layer do?
Now the ozone layer, it helps what can I say? It keeps the earth
Protect you from the UV
Yes,
rays.
ma'am. UV rays. It protects us from those UV rays which can cause eye damage.
Correct. Perfect. Very good. Okay. Right. So let's quickly just watch a video which is going to tell us about what happens in each of the layers. Okay. Children, are you getting bored in the class?
No, ma'am.
No,
Are
ma'am.
you able to understand?
Yes.
Sorry?
We are able to understand in the classes are boring.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. Can you all hear it? Perfect. Okay.
Hi friends, today's lesson is layers of atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere can be divided into 5 main layers, excluding the exosphere. The atmosphere has 4 primary layers, which are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Before going into main topic, we start from the Earth. Earth, our home. The Earth is the 3rd planet from the Sun. The Earth's distance from the Sun is 149,600,000 kilometers. Note: the distance from Earth to the Sun is called an astronomical unit, or AU, which is used to measure distances throughout the solar system. It is the only planet known to have an atmosphere containing free oxygen, oceans of liquid water on its surface, and of course, life. Roughly 70% of Earth's surface is covered by water, most of it in the oceans, and 30% of Earth's surface is land. Let's understand the layers of atmosphere. The atmosphere layers an important role in making life possible on Earth by protecting our Earth from harmful UV radiations of sun. The atmosphere of Earth is the layer of gases, commonly known as air, that surrounds the planet of Earth and is retained by Earth's gravity. There are 4 major layers of atmosphere above the Earth that are separated by temperature. Each layers are separated by an increasing or decreasing temperature of the gases in the layer. The first layer of atmosphere from the Earth is troposphere. Starting at ground level, it extends upward to about 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles or about 33,000 feet above sea level. We humans live in the troposphere, and nearly all weather occurs in this lowest layer. Most clouds appear here, mainly because 99% of the water vapor in the atmosphere is found in the troposphere. Air pressure drops, and temperatures get colder as you climb higher in the troposphere. The next layer up is called the stratosphere. The stratosphere extends from the top of the troposphere to about 50 kilometers, 31 miles, above the ground. The infamous ozone layer is found within the stratosphere. Ozone molecules in this layer absorb high-energy ultraviolet (UV) light from the sun, converting the UV energy into heat. The stratosphere actually gets warmer the higher that trend of rising temperatures with altitude. That means air in the stratosphere lacks the turbulence and updrafts of the troposphere beneath. Commercial passenger jets fly in the lower stratosphere, partly because this less turbulent layer provides a smoother ride. The jet stream flows near the border between the troposphere and the stratosphere. The third layer of the atmosphere is mesosphere. It extends upward to a height of about 85 kilometers, 53 miles, above our planet. Most meteors burn up in the mesosphere. Unlike the stratosphere, temperatures once again grow colder as you rise up through the mesosphere. The coldest temperatures in Earth's atmosphere, about -90 degrees Celsius, -130 degrees Fahrenheit, are found near the top of this layer. The air in the mesosphere is far too thin to breathe. Air pressure at the bottom of the
Did you see this, Ananya? As you go higher up, the air pressure thins out and it becomes thinner.
layer is well below 1% of the pressure at sea level and continues dropping as you go higher. The thermosphere or ionosphere is directly above the mesosphere and below the exosphere. It extended up to 700 kilometers, 440 miles, above our planet. The thermosphere absorbed high-energy X-rays and UV radiation from the sun, and atoms turning them into ions with a positive charge. The temperature of the thermosphere varies between night and day and between the seasons, as do the numbers of ions and electrons which are present. The ionosphere reflects and absorbs radio waves, allowing us to receive shortwave radio broadcasts from other parts of the world. Temperatures in the upper thermosphere can range from about 500 degrees Celsius, 932 degrees Fahrenheit, to 2000 degrees Celsius, 3632 degrees Fahrenheit, or higher. The exosphere is the outermost layer of Earth's atmosphere. It extends from the exobase, which is located at the top of the thermosphere, at an altitude of about 700 kilometers above sea level, to about 10,000 kilometers, 6,200 miles, 33 million feet, where it merges into the solar wind. This layer is mainly composed of extremely low densities of hydrogen, helium and several heavier molecules including nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide, closer to the exobase. The atoms and molecules are so far apart that they can travel hundreds of kilometers without colliding with one another. Thus, the exosphere no longer behaves like a gas, and the particles constantly escape into space. These free-moving particles follow ballistic trajectories and may
Okay, so just
migrate in and out of
understand
the
that as the in the exosphere there are these nitrogenous gases or the oxygen and the carbon dioxide that are present.
magnetosphere or the
present
solar
there.
wind.
Okay, so children, did you understand about what are the different layers and what happens at each of the layer? Now I'll show you one last thing before we do this short quiz about how the northern lights are, okay? And what happens in these northern lights. This is a beautiful thing, okay? This is what is called as aurora borealis.
Ma'am, they are also called aurora borealis.
Sorry?
They are also called as aurora borealis.
Yes, they are also called as the aurora borealis. Absolutely. See, it looks so beautiful. Okay,
Just
so
a few days ago, a CME explosion of plasma left the sun and was heading towards our planet. Beginning last night, it began to interact with our atmosphere,
Look at the
creating
sky.
an
It looks so
incredible
beautiful with
show
different
for
colors.
people all throughout the world. I'm Michael Martin, and welcome to Late Night Astronomy, your guide to the best objects and events to get you into amateur astronomy. In Virginia, where I'm visiting family right now, I was able to go out around 11 p.m.
Okay, look at this.
almost
Okay,
looking like
this is
rain bands
exactly
with
how your
light
sky looks.
reflecting
It's
off
not,
of them,
it's not like
traveling
a
through the
a
night
picture.
sky. You can make out a slight glow of magenta and teal, but really you can't see the colors that you're going to be seeing through these pictures I took in long exposure photography. It's still a remarkable thing to go out to see, and the farther north you are, the better chance you'll have at being able to see them. But reports from Friday night were that even down in Florida, they were able to be visible. If you're able to get out to see the northern lights, please let us know where you live and what that experience was
Okay.
like.
So this was about the northern lights and the southern lights. Okay, right. So coming back, can all of you see the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, chalo. Each of you are going to write the answers. I'll give you 5 minutes time and then you will tell me what the answer of each is. Okay, take your time, quickly finish. This is what our demo class is all about. But this is how our actual classes will be when we first will be doing the concepts, understanding the concepts, and then we will be taking up practice questions on each of the chapter. Okay, so I'll give you 3 minutes. I think 5 questions, 3 minutes should be good. Finish it. Raise your hands and tell me when you're done, and then I'll ask each one of you to give me the answer. Okay. Okay, can somebody give me your answer? Ananya, will you start? What is the
Ma'am,
upper,
also,
what's the upper limit of the atmosphere?
ma'am, exosphere.
Bang on. What is the percentage of oxygen in the air?
Oxygen is 21% and nitrogen is 78%.
Very good. Christine, can you give me the answer of the layer of the atmosphere that protects us from UV rays? Which is the one which protects us from UV rays, beta? You always use a strategy, right? Sami, can you tell me?
This stratosphere.
The stratosphere, very good. Okay. The densest layer of the atmosphere will be?
Ozone layer.
Okay, so that's like the troposphere and the stratosphere. And the component of air that helps you sustain life on Earth would be
Troposphere.
the component of air. So what part of the air in that? Which helps you keep the keep you alive? It's oxygen. Right? So it's oxygen that keeps you alive. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. All right. Okay. So with this is how our demonstration would be. Any doubts anybody has, you want to ask me anything, then you are free to ask me questions.
Ma'am,
Any
I
doubt?
have a doubt.
Yes, please to ask.
Ma'am, you told that higher we go, the more air, and more colder it becomes. So why is thermosphere the hottest layer in all of the layers?
Because that is where the meteors are burning up, right? So because of the friction of the meteors burning up, there is a lot of heat that is generated, and that's why it is the hottest layer.
So, ma'am, does exosphere also get warm?
By the time you go to the exosphere, most of the radiation is, it disintegrates everywhere. So it's not that hot. So it's basically like when there is fire, when you're closest to the fire, you feel hot, right? But as you go away from the fire, you feel colder.
Yes.
The thermosphere is exactly the place where there is fire. Exosphere is a little away from the fire, so you're not that hot there.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Got it?
I got
All
it.
right. Samiha, yes, you have a doubt?
There is a gap between all the layers.
There's not
each
exactly
layer.
a gap, but it's like a huge big place. So the farther you keep going away, it gets colder.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Okay. Yes, Samiha.
Miss, I didn't understand thermosphere. The third one.
Okay. So did you understand that the meteors burn?
Yeah, it was me.
Right. Correct. You were the one who told me that, right? So it is like when the meteors start burning out, it emits a lot of heat. That heat is what is there in the thermosphere.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yes, Christine.
Ma'am, the Mount Everest, which atmosphere does that layer?
Troposphere only, beta. The first layer. Okay. All right. Okay. So if there are no more doubts, then maybe I'll end my demo class. I might see you quickly in class. I hope all of you, join into the class so that we have more fun that time. All right. I hope all of you enjoyed it.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.